you who know us, Bill, Chris, know that Chris is always late.
And
but not tonight.
Well, she's late this time, but she's late because it's not her fault.
It's not my fault.
We didn't know you had to have 1,000 subscribers to use your phone on YouTube Live. Otherwise, we did just on Facebook Live. And on top of that, we didn't realize that my computer won't give access to my camera. So for whatever reason, we had to swap out, and we're using Chris's computer right now. And so here we are, lots of technical jargon. The bottom line is, hey, we're live finally. Yay. And welcome to the Tenny-Brittian 2020 open house, which of course with COVID is a closed house, but we're inviting you into the house, and we're going to give you a tour just like as if you were here. So except for there's lots of cookies, but we can't share them with you. And
yeah, actually we have empty plates.
Yeah, we have empty plates for you.
And the bar light is off. Did you leave the light off at the bar?
I don't know, but anyway.
I turned it off because there is no room.
There's no room at the bar. we're like the innkeeper Grinch. No room at the bar. Anyway, okay. And normally at the open house we have our sweet and sour meatballs and our barbecued smoky stuff, and everyone comes for cheese and chips and all that, and none of that's either. So, hey, we're sorry. Go get whatever you need to do to nibble on, and let's take you around the house and show you the decorations and spend some time Christmas cheering.
So, woohoo! So this could be a little bit of a trick because we have to turn the computer around.
Yeah, this has been so much easier on a cell phone. Yeah. Thank you, Google.
Thank you. Next time, FaceTime.
Yeah, Facebook.
Okay, so, I said FaceTime.
You said FaceTime, yeah.
Okay, right. So let's see. I did think about double streaming this, though, putting it on Facebook as well.
Yeah, you can't your camera won't stream both at the same time.
I know, so but it would on my phone.
Yeah, that may be. We're just going to
continue. Never mind. Never mind. Those who know us well know that this is how we converse. We tell people we have just celebrated our 29th anniversary.
So this works.
It does kind of work for us, and I realize that it makes other people very, very uncomfortable. Okay, so I'm going to so I'm going to keep the computer because somehow
and I'll point it to her. And so
I'll look at it. I could look at it to make sure that you're
I'm going to point it at you, and you can do the talking, and then I'll show us when we're together. So we're doing this sort of
showing things. Okay.
Yes, I know that.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. If you haven't seen it already, you've got to go up to our YouTube channel or your YouTube channel to see this outdoor display. The display he's done is absolutely amazingly incredible, and we've got people from all over coming and looking at it. What happens though is that it is in front of our house, so we want to start with the rooms that are on the front of the house so that we can close the doors and take the light out
so that people can enjoy
the
display.
Okay, so we're going to go first to what we call the conservatory, and it's called the conservatory because when we bring in all of our plants, they have to go somewhere. So most of them go into this bigger room, and it's where the piano is, and we figure pianos and plants make a conservatory. So it's a conservatory, also known as my office. All right.
Okay. So
and the guest room as well. It's also our guest room.
All right. We'll say that right there.
Oh, there you go. That's cool. Okay. So we're coming this way, down the hallway, back to the conservatory.
We'll show you this later.
Oh yeah. Okay. So this is the conservatory. Oh, the lights, bright lights up at the top. Okay. And this is where we have, we call this our antique tree. Our most of the ornaments on here came either from Germany and France, Europe, directly with my mother when she came back in 1953. She was there for 4 years. Or Bill's, his stepmom, I hate calling her stepmom, but Mom Dolores, who passed away a few years ago, she knew that we collected antique and vintage ornaments, and so she bought a slew of them. So that's what's here, and this is also the Santa Claus room. We have
snowman room.
Oh, I said Santa, didn't
You
I?
did say Santa.
Yes, snowman, Santa's downstairs. We have been given so many, many things. And enough so after all of these years that we, and more than 29 years, it's much more than 29 years. Now you can see the madness of my stuff in here. But just snowmen, we've decided to put them in a room. The other nice thing is I don't have to put them away at the end of Christmas time, and they can stay up the rest of winter. So snowman room in the conservatory.
There,
We're good?
onward and upward.
Onwards we go.
Probably want to put the hallway light so we can see the secretary. Oh, more snowmen as we're passing. Here we are. Yep. Snowmen everywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Wait, I would like to show one in particular snowman,
Talk to
but
them.
you have to go back.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. So gotta turn around.
Oh, sorry.
It lives up
Plants.
here.
This is the conservatory part. This is the
We're
jungle.
back in the conservatory. But I wanted, can you see that? Show that. So this is just a very a favorite snowman, Laura Holtz, a dear, wonderful saint friend who passed away this summer. I believe she made that, and our friend Janice Lake can confirm that. But paper mache, and sits there, is really old, and we're glad to have it. And whether Laura made it or not, Laura gave it to us, and she and Janice have given us a lot of our ornaments, our decorations, our really cool stuff around here. And so, but I just that's going to help me to remember, or not help me, but I will remember Laura and her being here for many years.
All right, moving along.
Okay, so we're moving out of here, moving on out. Moving on out. Lights off. I'm gonna close the door. How about we go there second?
Thought we go right here since
Okay, I
we're
was
here.
trying to close that one out.
That's fine.
So my parents' secretary, and part of the tradition. When I was a kid, I just remember as Thanksgiving came to a close, the day after Thanksgiving, my father would clear off things like the teas, the teacups, the demi-tasse cup cabinet, and then get ready to bring out the porcelain angels and the like. My sister has those porcelain angels, I hope, and but part of that too was the secretary, and so we've just done the secretary in our own way. Wait a minute, the mice that have been around much longer than I have. And I'm not afraid to say my age. I'm 60. So those have been around for goodness knows, well over 60 years. Okay. So this is the mystery room.
No one's out across the street watching, so we're good here.
So another thing that we have a lot of are angels. I was told many years ago that many clergy women have an angel collection that they don't collect because people do give us angels. So this room has angels, and we're going to continue to put more angels. I did have to pack some of them up to make allowance, and I wish that I could leave this this tree up all the time, but I don't. So just different angels on her. Can you see? Yeah, it's working. And Bill always had an aluminum tree when he was growing up because his brother is allergic to real trees.
Or was,
at least
anyway.
He was, yeah. So they had an aluminum, and so our aluminum is just part of that, all of that. And this is called the mystery room because when we came to buy the house, we looked at everything, but we had to buy a house quick. We were still in Seattle. So we came, we looked at the house. We knew that it had 6 bedrooms. In Seattle, for a house or a room to be a room, it has to have
A bedroom.
a bedroom to be a bedroom, has to have a closet. In Missouri, it has to have a window. And so we were trying to describe the house to his parents, and we couldn't figure out where the 6th bedroom was. And we thought it was downstairs, but it had a closet, not a window. We knew it couldn't be. So when the specs on the house came, when it was time to close on the house, we were sitting there at Mom and Dad's table and getting ready to sign. And there was, what do you call those that has everything?
Floor plan.
The floor plan. And so we were like, where is that sixth bedroom? And here it was on the plans. And
But we never went into it.
We never saw
We
it.
never saw it.
So when we got here, the first thing we wanted to do was see this mystery room. And we know for a fact we didn't see it because it has built-in bookshelves. And
Which has a few of our books.
Those of you who
We have
know
about
us
we have
in our
about
home.
4,500 books overall.
So-
They're not all here.
Yeah, the one thing we would not miss would be a milkshake.
A milkshake, yes.
Bookshelf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a bookshelf. So yeah, clearly this was our mystery room. Okay, so I'm going to turn this light off.
Okay.
I'm going to turn this and that.
All right.
So do you want to continue? You can show them where you're walking.
Yeah, we'll wait for you. Lots of things to turn on and turn off so the outdoors can be, display is not disturbed by ambient light from the house.
Here we go. We're done there. Okay. This is a story again. She's touring with us. One of the pieces the dogs are really happy about, we got to bring it up just a little bit, are really happy about is that at open houses, they always have to be relegated usually to the back. Oh, excuse me, the backyard, but not today. They're able to be here with us. We're not going to spend much time in here because it is our bedroom, but just a couple of things we really wanted to highlight. This is a Christmas quilt that was made to us by, again, another Saint, Joanne, whose last name just Hudson. So sorry, Joanne, just flew out of my head. It is. If you can see, it's just an incredible quilt with stockings and Christmas trees and hearts and clocks, stars, and just again, oh my gosh, the toy train, just all these beautiful pieces. And I love elves, and I like being an elf. And so the back, we just don't get to see that. And then there's Florence. We do have a little flamingo deal going here at the Tenny-Brittian house. If you've seen pictures of the house in summer, we have at least 3 dozen flamingos that like
That would be nice.
Yard.
More like 50 or 75.
We do not have
maybe
that
a couple
many
hundred.
flamingos. If we're gonna have that many, guess what you're buying me for my birthday?
Flamingos?
Flamingos.
I could have them.
We need to have a few more flamingos. Yeah, he got me a palm tree, so we might have a flamingo Christmas tree, but there is just no room for the tree.
She's Grinch. There's no room at the end, she said, for a flamingo Christmas tree.
No Christmas
What can I say? All right,
No
moving on down.
Christmas tree. Oops. No
Oh, looky
Christmas
there.
tree.
There's another
Flamingo.
flamingo. Yeah.
So just here's the living room. Oh.
And that's Mr. Rogers.
That's our grandson.
Oh.
Let me pick up with our grandson. Hi, Grandbaby Bear. I have this feeling. Are you watching us, Aiden? If you are, I love you. Yes, we are in this.
Oh, look, another flamingo.
Another flamingo.
Yeah, and this one's bigger than she is.
This is Floyd. Yeah, he's 5 foot tall, Floyd. Okay, so this is, I don't know, gosh, this is just our living room. We love this space. We love being in it. This is what we call our formal Christmas tree. Don't we sound pretentious? I mean, really, we just like to have fun with it. And I keep saying this year, you've got to have fun. That's my motto. My mantra this year is you've got to have fun. Again, all of these ornaments on here have been handed down to us from family members or are gifts that have been given to us through these years. So yeah, she's special to us, and we spend lots of time with her. Our stockings, as our children have grown and moved out, the only child we keep a stocking for here is Britt, and that's because he lives in the apartment upstairs, and it works out. The mantle, we do something different with the mantle every year. And again, in this this desire to be able to keep displays up longer, kind of last year, I was playing with the winter scene, and then here it is this year. These look like gnomes. They are not gnomes. They are tom-tens. And tom-tens are known for visiting. They're from, are they Norwegian? Or I know they're from Sweden. Okay, Norwegian. And tom-tens go to, and they're also called tomte, they go to see the animals on Christmas Eve, and they knock on the door and give them their gifts if they've been good. But the other part of that is that, oh yeah, I forgot that part. The animals leave porridge for the tomten, and if they've been good, the tomten eats the porridge, and they have a wonderful year to come. But if the tomten doesn't eat the porridge, the next year is going to be horrible. So one of my favorite books.
So apparently, none of the animals ate the porridge last year for 2020. Clearly,
none. I think the
tom-tens ate
must
no
have
porridge.
Been very bad. I don't know. Please, animals, behave. So we just have all kinds of tom-ten, and they'll stay with us through the year. Okay. So dining room, of course. Just again, we've collected things. We've got bells in there.
Not like we have bells over there, though.
Not like we have bells over there. Yeah. You can see our empty cookie plate because you're not with us. And
there's the bells.
And there's the bells. Yeah. These bells, we started collecting them in, when was it? Kat was just a little one, probably 1981, 1982. And I had 3 or 4 of these bells.
The Disney bells.
Actually, no, they started with Brit. So 86, I believe. No, 88, right after him, was my first bell. And I had them in 88, 89, and 90, and I couldn't get them anymore. And so I thought, well, they stopped making him. But my husband discovered that not only had they not stopped making them after that, that they had made them for some year before that. And Christmas several years ago gave me the collection of bells. So I'm still wanting to have
for my favorite ding-a-ling.
A bell. I want a bell concert. Okay, close your eyes. We're going through the kitchen. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, we're going to send the dogs down. Down. Let's go.
Cookies
down.
for the dogs.
Down.
Down.
Down. Come on. Right, then stay. Go. Go on. Thank you. Those of you who have toured with us before may notice we've got some family pictures up that we haven't had before.
It's too dark to be able to see them, so.
Okay. Let me get some lights on. Hey, Google, downstairs lights on.
There we are.
Okay. So I was trying to get my lights on here, but it's not happening. This is why I wanted to come downstairs earlier. Okay. So this is our Santa Claus room, because the other thing that we have lots of are Santa Clauses. So you can see our Santa collection. Again, some of these come from when we were little, when we were young, and they remain very special to us. A friend of mine the other day, we were talking about, if Sherry, if you're there, we were talking about traditions, and it's had me thinking about traditions. I'm just going to turn all these things on while I'm staying here. Had me thinking about traditions and what are traditions, and you hear me talking about some of the pieces that we've collected that I had when we were little. We need to talk about what you have when you were little.
An aluminum Christmas tree.
Aluminum Christmas tree. Mom, we need to talk to you about some ornaments or something from Christmas from when William was young. Anyways, these continue, and I this is the first time in 2 years that we've had time to to really decorate for Christmas, to pull things out, to sit with them. It's taken forever, and usually I'd be really stressed out by that. But I not this year. I've really enjoyed looking and remembering and thinking. So and there's the dark bar because you're not here.
Or Santa Clauses.
Yes, Britt's girlfriend Shambresia she's an absolute joy, and she comes and helps me with the Santa room every year, putting pieces out. Well, actually, you're going to see, I guess, 3 themes in the Santa room here. Winnie the Pooh is the other. William is a Winnie the Pooh collector, and so he has collected so many of the Winnie the Pooh ornaments over the years that we decided we're going to just keep the tree up so that tree stays up
All year long. We have several Christmas trees this year long.
Yeah.
The ceramic one upstairs and the Pooh tree, and we often have a whimsy tree as well. And of course, this year we'll have our flamingo Christmas tree up starting sometime after the season. So
Yes. See, what else did I want to say about this? Yeah, we used to have a room upstairs in the apartment that we called the children's room. I maintain that a lot of us lose our childhood and our innocence much too young. And I think there's a lot to be said for child reclamation therapy. So we had this room, and there were no books that were over the age for a child or young person over the age of 12, children's pictures for children, et cetera, et cetera. And since our son now rents the apartment and has for some time, anyways, we don't have that room anymore. And I think we've agreed we're going to bring and put the children's things in here and just make our den kind of this childlike, fun place to be.
and I just want to point out that little Pooh hanging up there was the first Pooh that I got, and I got it from the Yates Center High School drama department because I directed the Winnie the Pooh play that year. And they gave that to me, and that was the beginning of the end because we have had nothing but I get Pooh every year. Every year I get Winnie the Pooh. All right.
At least one Pooh. Okay. I didn't realize it was so dark over there. Okay.
Hey Google, pool lights on 100%.
How about white?
Hey Google, pool lights white. Hey Google, pay attention. Never mind. Oh well, she's not going to. All right. Anyway, we also do every year. We get our Hallmark jingle bells and snowman, dancing snowman. We haven't got ours this year. We have to go out and take care of that probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow would be good.
Yeah, it would be, since I'll probably not be around. And then of course we continue with our Christmas trees. These are. One of those is a whimsy tree. I'm not sure which one's the whimsy tree.
I can show you. I know the whimsy tree.
All right.
This.
That's the whimsy tree. All right. And Santa, of course, nestled all snug in his forest of trees with his reindeer. So.
And well, and this is the first year that we've had these trees out in 4 years or so. And every ornament on here is on all 3 of these trees are handmade, and a lot of them come from children from when we were I was a youth director, children's director, associate minister when children youth pastored along the years,
and house church. We did a lot of ornaments with our house church.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I was looking for one because of that mention. We made these. We couldn't stand that we would have have Christmas trees really without Jesus on there. So yeah, there's Jesus on the crucifix. That was in 2005. Can you believe 15 years ago?
No.
Okay, and so we're moving into
the last room. The
clothes. Yeah. So Bill also collects nutcrackers, and yeah.
And Santa Claus is in here as well.
Santa. Yeah.
This is my office. There's my office central, while during COVID anyway. And so some of you have seen my nutcracker collection. Chris has tidied it up nicely, put it on shelves, and because normally they're just crammed into the mantle. And so they're on the mantle still, but not only on the mantle. You can actually see some of them. And so she's put them around, and then we have this is a tree from Janice.
Our friend Janice Legg.
Janice Legg, and it's from her family.
It was her parents.
And it's an aluminum tree, and it is a nutcracker tree filled with nutcrackers. And of course, there's my Winnie the Pooh nutcrackers as well. Officially, they're nutcrackers.
Yeah, they are officially
Yeah.
nutcrackers. That's why they're in here.
And so that pretty much. Oh, and we have our biggest nutcracker, which we got from Phyllis and Sam Goforth
In Raytown.
in Raytown.
But
That's right.
I wanted to go back and show one more thing before we say goodbye. Okay. We're gonna just-
One more thing she says.
Just one.
Do you believe that?
Just one.
I'm not buying it. Not for a minute.
Bite it. Bite it. Okay. Watch the dog. I just wanted to bring attention to the nativity, to the crèche that's up there. Bill's dad, mom gave it to us a long time ago. But the reason I wanted to end here is just, for all the Santas, for all the angels, for all the nutcrackers and everything else, this really is what this is, the reason we celebrate, and what all of this is about. I speak for both of us when I say we love Jesus, and we're really grateful that he would see fit to leave heaven. Are you wanting to show up, story, Ann? To leave heaven, to leave his throne in heaven, to come and be with us here, so that we might better understand that God loves us and wants to be in a relationship with us. So, you ready to turn that computer around,
Yep.
that
All right.
laptop around?
I just want to say
So,
Merry Christmas
Merry
and thank you for joining
Christmas.
us, and hope we will see you all soon. One of the things I've written on a number of Christmas cards is I hope that your new year brings you a new year.
Yeah.
One where we can visit in person, have our open house again, and spend time together.
If I'm not mistaken, at the end of the Seder meal, don't they say next year in Jerusalem?
Next year in Jerusalem.
So that's what I've been saying. Next year in Colombia, or wherever it is that we all find ourselves, we miss you and look forward to being with you.
Oh, and we have a question in the chat that says, "Hey, what are we having for Christmas Eve dinner, and what are we having for Christmas dinner?" Christmas Eve dinner is always cold cuts and cheeses and all that. And this year we're doing we're doing a brisket, a smoked brisket for our Christmas dinner. So there you are. Now you know more details than you probably ever needed to know. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you again. What are we doing?
This is our grandson.
All right.
We love you. We see you.
Yeah, we see you. We love you. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Bye.